Earth is the only living planet in this world. However, this time, Earth is in danger due to the activities of human beings. We became the monsters, the destroyer of the Earth. Instead of being the steward of our nature, we are the one who abuse and dismantle the abundance of our natural resources. We suffer from dingy environment, unsanitary and stinking odor of environment, infestation of disease-causing insects like cockroaches, flies, and even rats, aqua respiratory diseases, flash floods, and many other destructive effects of our inhumane activities. All of the above-mentioned experiences are results and consequences of our actions, especially the improper waste disposal. Technically speaking, we are the one who did this. Therefore, we are also the one who is responsible in our own actions. Be the catalyst of change. Start changing your lifestyle. Start to refuse, to reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle.
Air pollution refers to the release of pollutants into the air that are detrimental to human health and the planet as a whole. It releases into the atmosphere of various gases, finely divided solids, or finely dispersed liquid aerosol at rates that exceed the natural capacity of environment to dissipate and dilute or absorb them. These substances may reach concentrations in the air that cause undesirable health, economic, or aesthetic effects. Solution: burn less coal. Pollution from burning all fossil fuels is harmful to the atmosphere, but burning coal has a larger impact on air pollution than burning oil or gas because it releases more carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and heavy metal pollutants per unit of energy. Lessen the impact of cars. Cars and vehicles create exhaust full of carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and other pollutants. Driving less in favor of public transportation, biking, or walking helps decrease air pollution. Also, using cars with increased fuel efficiency or electric cars that do not rely on fossil fuels can decrease the amount of pollution we are contributing to the atmosphere. When you use your car, keep the engine tuned and the tires properly inflated to decrease fuel consumption. Conserve energy at home, work, and everywhere. The demand for electricity, which is most often produced from burning fossil fuels, has grown exponentially over the past decades. Conserve energy by turning off the lights, buy appliances rated for energy efficiency, and keep the thermostat set higher in the summer and lower in the winter, whenever possible. Monitor air quality warnings and take action on poor air quality days.
As water is an important element of human health, polluted water directly affects the human body. Water pollution causes various diseases like typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, cancer, etc. Water pollution damages the plants and aquatic animals present in the river by reducing the oxygen content from the water. Polluted water washes the essential nutrients which plants need out of the soil and also leaves large amounts of aluminum in the soil, which can be harmful to plants. Wastewater and sewage is a byproduct of daily life and thus produced by each household through various activities like using soap, toilets, and detergents. Such sewage contains chemical and bacteria which are harmful to human and environmental health. Sometimes, our tradition also becomes a cause for water pollution. Some people throw the statues of deities, flowers, pots, and ashes in the rivers. While many of the solutions for water pollution need to be applied on a broader macro level, for that individual, companies, and communities can have a significant and responsible impact on the water quality. Companies, factories have to dispose of leftover chemicals and containers properly as per the product instructions.
What is overpopulation? Overpopulation is an undesirable condition where the number of the existing human population exceeds the actual carrying capacity of Earth. Overpopulation is caused by a number of factors: reduced mortality rate, better medical facilities, depletion of precious resources are few of the causes which result in overpopulation. It is possible for a sparsely populated area to become densely populated if it's not able to sustain life. Overpopulation occurs when a species population becomes so excessive that people deem it must be managed. It can result from increase in births, a decline in the mortality rate, an increase in immigration, or a depletion of resources. When overpopulation occurs, the available resources become too limited for the entire population to survive comfortably or at all in the long term. These are the three possible solutions to overpopulation. First, better education. One of the first measures is to implement policies reflecting social change. Educating the masses helps them understand the need to have one or two children at the most. Similarly, education plays a vital role in understanding the latest technologies that are making huge waves in the world of computing. Second, making people aware of family planning. As the population of this world is growing at a rapid pace, raising awareness among people regarding family planning and letting them know about serious after effects of overpopulation can help curb population growth. Third, knowledge of sex education. Imparting sex education to young kids at the elementary level should be a must. Most parents feel shy in discussing such things with their kids that result in their children going out and look out for such information on the internet or discuss it with their peers.
Humans and wild animals face new challenges for survival because of climate change. More frequent and intense drought, storms, heat waves, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, and warming oceans can directly harm animals, destroy the places they live, and wreak havoc on people's livelihoods and communities. Here are the ways to prevent climate change. These are the use of renewable energy sources, use sustainable transportation like bicycle, the sea and ocean preservation, the proper waste management and recycling, and also avoid burning dry leaves to avoid air pollution.
One of the negative impact or modification of people in the environment is deforestation. Deforestation refers to decrease in forest areas and permanent removal of trees across the world. The two most possible solutions are reforestation. In this solution, the cutting must be replaced by planting young trees to replace the older ones that were cut. Lastly, reducing paper consumption. In this, we allow the forest to continue to remain as a favorable ecosystem and wildlife habitat if we use recycled paper.
Overfishing is the removal of a species of fish from a body of water at a rate that the species cannot replenish, resulting in those species becoming underpopulated in that area. In the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations 2018 report, the FAO estimates that 1/3 of the world fish stock were overfished by 2015. Over 30 billion euros in public subsidies are directed to fisheries annually. Here are some solutions how to stop overfishing. First, catching control.
This control is needed to know either the fisheries catch an endangered species of fish or not. The control could be done before and after the fishing so the controller could see the catch. Second, protects the marine area. By protecting these areas, fisheries will not allow to fish in that area. And by protecting submarine area, we will help the water ecosystem recover by giving the time for them to recover.
It took thousands of years to break down the plants and other organisms buried under deposits and stone formation into carbon-rich deposits now called fossil fuels. Non-renewable fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas supply about 80% of the world's energy, and they provide electricity, heat, and transportation, while at the same time supplying them to the process of making a variety of products, from steel to plastic. Nitrogen oxides that burn fossil fuels are released into the atmosphere, forming smog and acid rain. The most common nitrogen-related compounds released into the atmosphere by human activity are collectively called nitrogen oxides. Ammonia is another nitrogen compound released into the atmosphere primarily from agricultural activities and also from fossil fuels, and it makes them a significant contributor to global warming and climate change. One solution to reduce the use of non-renewable fossil fuels is to go green, live green. Going green means living in a way that maintains current resources for future generations. Green life always tries to find a balance between people and the natural environment. This lifestyle choice focuses on respecting the environment using as few resources as possible, such as consuming the food and energy you need to survive, recycling programs to reduce municipal solid waste, using solar power and other green energy services to reduce pollution, and work with other community members to ensure that your children and grandchildren can enjoy the same energy and quality of life.
Mining is the extraction of valuable minerals or other geological materials from the earth, usually from a reef or deposit. These deposits form a mineralized commodity that is of economic interest to the miner. Mining is required to obtain any material that cannot be grown through agricultural processes or feasibly created artificially in a laboratory or factory. Mining in a wider sense includes extraction of any non-renewable resource such as petroleum, natural gas, or even water. Solution: closing illegal and unregulated mines. In context with enforcing regulations and maintaining steadfast legislation regarding a mine's behavior and processes, the strict and swift closing of illegal or unregulated mining activity will set an environmental precedent within the industry. Scrap mining and recycling. By reducing the amount of wasteful use on a public and private level, and by steering production towards the sole use of durable goods that can easily be reusable, remanufactured, or recycled. And lastly, investing in research and development of green mining technology. The mining industry is one that is always in need of proper research and development in order to make the industry to ever-changing with today's commitment to sustainability and turning the world into a more green-friendly place.